Welcome to another excruciating, phenomenal video of the Adult Man Blah. Today, the very classical scariness today. It's gonna be a horror. It's gonna be about Universal monsters, and it's gonna be about something. So, Universal Studios. Well, they have a lot. They have a lot of cool Universal monster stuff, like a cafe, and then they got the Mummy Ride, based on the original. Well, not the original. It's based on Brandon Fraser's. They haven't took it out yet, but you know that's a remake of the original, the black and white one. So yeah, so that's pretty cool stuff there. But we're going to talk about Disney and what makes... so Universal's always going to be in my heart. I always love Universal. Nothing wrong with Universal. But what gives an edge to... What it gives an edge to Disney World that I say maybe a little better, is not only that they put rides, they put worlds. So, like, I'm thinking for Universal... Like, I know they're making a Super Nintendo world in Islands of Adventures. So that's pretty cool. So, I'm thinking for Universal, why not make the Universal Monsters, like, little world? And you get in there and it's, like, all scary. You have the rides for, like, different monsters. You could throw back and take out the Mummy ride to put another Mummy ride and, like, a more classic one. Or you could go a little bit newer, a newer one. Or you could just keep it there and expand on. You keep doing this there and you can expand on it. I don't really know. Like I have so many ideas, so let me throw those ideas down. You guys throw my ideas down to you guys. So I have many ideas. So like, I just think that they could do a Dracula maze. I don't know. I'm just thinking of really cool ideas. What'd be really cool is an interactive maze with a big one with, like, every part being something from a different monster. I don't know. It's crazy to me that they haven't even thought of making anything but like in that regards. Like, I always gone to Universal and I've seen Universal monsters, like the cafe thing that they have with the big monsters. I've seen it, never been in it. I think I want to, but that's not even the thing. I just think those monsters are really cool. Those black and white movies are classic, and I love them. Some more than others, but they're really cool, and I like them. And I sit from time to time watching black and white movies of theirs, and it's pretty cool. Really into the fact that like, one of my favorites of them all has to be the Frankenstein movie. I mean, that's the classic one. I love that one. Probably my favorite. What I can say, what is another favorite for me? There's the Universal Monsters. Okay, the most underrated out of all of them that is really freaking good that I really like is the creature from the Black Lagoon. Like, it's up there. People, they talk about it. But they talk about Frankenstein, they talk about Dracula, they talk about the Wolfman, they talk about the Mummy. They may even talk about the Invisible Man a little bit more. But the creature from the Black Lagoon is such an underrated movie. That black and white movie was phenomenal. I love the story, I love everything. And the one that to this day gets me, like, wows me the most has to be The Invisible Man. And the fact that I'm looking back at that movie, and every time I watch that movie, I'd be like, damn, I asked the question. Back in the days, they used to do stuff like, they didn't have the technology to do, green screens or CGI or anything like that. The fact that they could turn this man invisible at the time that they were doing that isn't phenomenal. Like, wow, that is awesome. So I don't know. that was just a phenomenal work with the people that made that production, people that actually worked on that movie. So kudos to them for that. So, okay, now I'm talking about the monsters and what I like about the monsters. More talking about the theme park and how they should utilize those monsters for the theme park at Universal Studios. Because I know Universal is looking to change, refresh everything. Well, it's already sad, and you guys already know that they took the Shrek Ride. Sad. Okay, I grew up with the Shrek Ride. I just want to point this out. I grew up with the Shrek Ride, and it's like, when I heard about it, it breaks my heart because I grew up in that. I grew up with that, and I would always love to go to that ride. It's probably one of my favorite rides they ever had. And I would go to it constantly. Every freaking time I would go like 5,000 times. So, it's sad to me. So, but, I believe they're going to do DreamWorks. And they're going to put like a Kung Fu Panda ride. I'm not sure if I'm like the most excited. Like, Kung Fu Panda is great. I love that movie. Jack Black, chef's kiss. Love it. Kaboosh. Yeah, I love it. Don't get me wrong. Universal, DreamWorks, I love DreamWorks. DreamWorks has some really good freaking movies. But I prefer if they go with the classic Universal monsters. Like, make a Universal monster ride. So, I would think I would better at if they create this new innovative thing for like Universal monsters, kind of with the Shrek thing. So you start off with, when you go in, you start off with like just a monster, tribute. They talk about the monsters. These monsters have been around for about 30 years. And they talk about it. And then you go to sit down into a presentation. And they talk about it. These monsters will horrify you. Kind of like the guy that comes out of the Frankenstein. He says he might even horrify you. And then, he comes out and he talks and he explains this movie will horrify you and stuff. They say this ride would horrify you, and you should be aware or something like that. You come in and it's like you first okay. So the Shrek ride. You go in and you see the three little pigs and the mirror and then they talk about what's gonna happen and that Farquaad is back and stuff like that, and then it goes to the ride. You guys already, which is sitting down in front of the screen, and they show you a little like movie kind of. You guys know that, okay? So same concept, but Universal monsters would be cool if. So like kind of the same concept. So it's like a substitute for you not wanting to make a world. So you guys don't want to make like a little section for like that kind of stuff. Want to put a ride for like multiple ones. Make like a Universal thing. Make it like exclusive for Universal. So that like you go in and you have to go there to see all of this skeptical. You don't can't buy it on DVD or anything like that. So I think that it'd be cool. So here's my idea. So you walk in, the Shrek thing, and they playing like classic horror theme song. Yeah, and then what you're gonna do when you walk in, you get in, and you know where the three little pigs in the mirror is talking. You put a little guy. You put like I should say a guy. The guy introduces you guys. No, actually not the guy. Scratch that, because we're gonna do the guy inside the movie. He's gonna come in at the beginning with the curtains, and I'll explain in a minute. So when you walk in, the first part where you see the three little pigs in the mirror, switch that and make it like a tribute. These monsters have been around for many, many years. You just quickly summarize them fast. Every monster's in this ride. Just summarize them. The mummy, worst and most, the Wolfman, scariest than the night that can see. The Frankenstein monster was created, and then you just Continue. Dracula comes out for blood and stuff like that. It's just like, then when you go in, you finish that, you go in, and let you into the theater. You're watching the show, and the guy comes out. You guys should know this. This ride would horrify you. Be aware. And then you show, and then the little movie, exclusive movie that they play only there, they should make a DVD, plays there. I don't know. One of my ideas for a ride, a Universal Monster ride, that'll be dope. But I think Universal's original plans are to make a Kung Fu Panda ride. If I'm not mistaken, it was the last thing that I've heard. They could be changing it. Universal Monsters? Please, man. You don't understand how cool that idea that I just threw in would be. I know, man. I know, right? That would be cool. But anyways, I don't know. I think that their thing was to put a little DreamWorks into it. I love DreamWorks, but I'm not sure if I'm thrilled by the fact they're gonna put a Kung Fu Panda away. Like, I'm very excited. I love it. I love Kung Fu Panda, and I'm very excited. But I would have been more excited if it would have been Universal Monsters. Is what I'm saying. And you know what the thing is? You know what the thing is that makes it perfect is if I'm not mistaken, if you look at it, okay, and this is what they had with the, Despicable. Okay, this is more or less the most recent that I can give you. You walk in to the Universal Studios, you see you're walking, you see the Universal logo with the Earth. You walk in, okay, you're walking in. See the big Universal sign, you walk in. In the front, it's Jimmy Neutron, aka now known as Despicable Me. Right across it is Shrek. So okay, so you see right here is Jimmy Neutron / Despicable Me. Then I'll write it's Shrek, which is no longer there, which I don't know what they're gonna do with it. And then you see Shrek here, right in front of it, across, is the Universal Monsters Cafe. I believe that's where it is. So putting that right there would fit perfectly. You get out and you see the cafe, you're gonna want to go in it. It's gonna bring people wanting to go in it because you just finished the ride, and how cool would that be? Intertwined. That's what I'm saying. And then so Despicable Me, Shrek, Universal Monsters Cafe, and behind Universal Monsters Cafe, you have to walk a little bit towards that way. To the right, it's Transformers. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So if you got the Universal Monster Cafe, like literally, like right there, Universal Monster Ride would not be a bad choice. Right there. I mean, if you want to take out another ride to put Kung Fu Panda, be my guest. But I think that's the perfect place to put the Universal Monster Ride. If you were not gonna put the world, then I think that would be the perfect place to put a Universal Monster Ride. Only because it's simply really close to the Universal. So it's like kind of like gives it the theme, and it's like once people just finished watching this and how cool it was. Oh, that was really cool. They walk out and they see the cafe. They're gonna go, whoa, let's go there. They already have their mind set on they just finished doing Universal Monsters. Seeing that cafe would really just be like an icing on the cake, and people would be like, I'm down, I'm going, let's go. And man, that would have been a good idea. But Universal, watch my video, get my idea, and get on the ball. Work with it. Because I'm not about to give you out all the ideas, because you guys are going to have to create your own. Because, but take this idea. I'm throwing out an idea. Throw it out. I'm throwing it out to you guys. Because this is something that would be cool. They need to do more. They need to do more with Universal Monsters in Universal. They need to do more of that. Those are like really cool monster stuff and very classic. And I think it just would be awesome if they do more. They need to expand on these. Disney World has been phenomenal on bringing their works to world. So you get more of a feeling, you get more interactive stuff. So yes, Universal is awesome, and we're not going to say that it sucks. It doesn't really suck, but when you put against Disney, it doesn't compare very well. Only for my experience going to both is you get to really interact. If you're a really big fan of Star Wars or Marvel or whatever you want to jump into, you could jump into. And like the only place that I think that you could kind of like, feel that you're in it is Harry Potter and Marvel Island. At least for now, Marvel Island is going to be in this talk because it's still currently in Islands right now. But anyways, you're looking at this and you're being like not much to interact with. Like, yes, you go to rides, you interact with the rides, but I think that's about like it and stuff. But all respect, I don't think that you can really feel like you're inside that specific theme. What I'm saying is this. I'm saying that when you go to Universal, so let's say, okay, what is something that I've done? Okay, Toy Story. I've done the Toy Story land. So I talk about that. So I didn't do Star Wars yet, so I can't talk about that. But the Toy Story, that's a good one. So when you go do Toy Story, you feel like you're in a Toy Story, like the movie and a world, and you feel connected, and there's things, and even like you even talk about Star Wars. I never been, but I'll tell you what I've seen. There's a lot of things that I've seen that are for fans that can do multiple things and buy multiple things and create multiple things, and that's what's cool. What's cool about it is that you can interact within the world and you can do things, and it's like interactive, and it's like, oh yeah, you can actually become something from the movie, and that's what gives Disney up the edge over Universal. And that's what I'm saying. Universal Monsters could really, like, they need a big Universal Monsters thing on Universal side, because on Islands they got two worlds, and they're about to destroy one to put Nintendo World. They're gonna destroy Marvel Island to put Nintendo World. And Harry Potter has been a thing, but like in the Universal side, like not Island, there's not really much interactive. Like no really. I mean, the most interactive thing you can do is the Jimmy Fallon ride, because you can actually feel a part of it. That's kind of like the only ride that allows you to do it. But every ride is just a ride. It's like it's just a ride. There's no like interactive like stuff you can do. You can't create stuff. You can't build stuff. You can't like feel like you're a part of what the theme. You can't feel like you're thrown into the movie, which is, they used to have an interactive ride, which is pretty cool. It was a disaster movie, and that was pretty cool. I like rides that really give you the feel of you being in the specific theme, because it gives you more, like interactive. Like I said, interactive is the word that Universal needs to continue to do stuff with, because it makes fans so much. I do miss rides like Terminator. Rest in peace of that ride. That ride only is in Japan currently, and that ride is just so underrated. But that was a really cool ride. That was innovative for its time. But anyways, peace out, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this theme park talk.